Okay, here we are. We're at big cemetery in Perth. The sun's coming up. Another day that the dead rested throughout the night. So we're just going to go for a little tour, see what's about. Check out some monuments. Here we go. You can see this one. Jesse, 1900s, died 33 years old, 9th of November. Oh, it's pretty sad. What should I say? It's George. Got a little torch, wonder if it lights it up. It's nice and freaky a bit. Just a little extra light. That's a long way. No, this is life. This is a fate that waits us all, unfortunately, and once these people are alive as me and you, it's very sad. I wish there was no such thing as death. But again, another glorious day, Perth, Western Australia. Pretty old. 1911, 1887, age 33. Our dear father died 33 years old in 1887. So he's born. Just imagine being born in, what is that? Do you sums? 1854. I was born in 1854. That's amazing. How long ago was this? Being born in 1854. That's almost 200 years. So over here's these chapels where they do the services. As the light gets a bit better, you know, it's like that. So it's 15 degrees. It's been a pretty hot summer. And things are just starting to cool down. So I've had enough of the heat. It's good to have some cool weather. As I said, the well's just gone full retarded, you know. So as I said, I think they literally burn them here as well. A crematorium. I think one of these buildings could be where they burn the people. after the service. Like, that's a chapel, that's insane. And then they just bring him here and then they stick him in the garden. I think they burn him in here, I think. It's either this one, that one down there. Has that got any heat vents or something, is it? I think it's that one down there. I was just going to have a look. So there's the grave. This is my daily exercise. I don't know, some type of room. I thought it was a chapel. Hearing some birds making very strange sounds scared me earlier. Look at this, as I said, one by one we die. And then we had a lot of people at a funeral. It's a big event and you got dressed up and everyone met together and somber occasion. And then the next day comes and it's a week gone and then it's a year gone. And then you get less visitors. And then after you get less visitors, you know, you start dying. The people who went to your funeral start dying. Then everyone who was at your funeral died. So I've got the moon's out. And if this thing can zoom in on the moon. I don't see any craters. That's pretty. So yeah, this is the time to be here. Walking through a cemetery. As I said, we're all here and we all die, you know. As I said, my first death experiences was I never knew that my great-grandmother was alive until I was 4 or 5, my first funeral. One of my cousins was crying at the hole that they dug. There's a parrot here. And yeah, I was just looking in, and then my next person was this guy called Mark Prince. You can look him up, Mount Thompson Crematorium. So this is a kookaburra, everybody. If you live in America or wherever, it's gone. Yeah, and as I said, I was in year 6, and there was news that someone got hit by a bus. We even looked at a whole class and didn't even notice he was missing. We said, oh no, everyone's here now, great. So I went to his funeral, you know, and I'm a bit of a sadist. I only went to You know, get the day off school. So I used to do anything to get the day off school. Go to people's funerals. And it was only year 6, but as I said, I love this girl, but he was going out with her. So, you know the story. Oh, this is what I just walked through. I'm trying to pan slowly, you never know. You know. Everything. Oh, what was that? And that's always too quick. I'll cut at the end, so I'm trying to fix that up. She's pretty cool. I love cemetery angels. Let's put a light up on that. As I said, I'm 40 something years old, and just thinking how life is. 20 odd years ago I was at my year 12 little party to celebrate finishing school. This is pretty cool. You don't know when you're young, I mean, you know 40 still, and I'm a few more years on 40, but you know it's not that old, but it is in the context. You go, oh, wow, there's only X amount of years and you're 60, and you realise, oh gee, that 20 was quick, you know. So here's a little room of people's loved ones and urns. Yes. I feel a bit freaky here. So there's under lock and key. Look at that, that's pretty special. Like, as I say on things, like I'm a Christian and I just believe in, I'm not discounting ghosts, but if you're a human ghost, you're probably in hell and you're not in heaven, unfortunately. Yeah, but I just feel something here right now as I walked here. Something just really, like it was around this area, I felt something. Just anywhere I was. As I as a Christian, I've had experiences with demons. Like when I first started going to church, I used to, not knowing, I didn't believe in seances, but I still made the boards because I saw on TV. Then I became a Christian, and then yeah, I heard demons every night for the first 2 or 3 weeks. And I was pinned down and I could hear multiple voices, and I'm not schizophrenic. I know it's very real. And yeah, and I've learned that we are in a spiritual world, that, you know, people who, you know, the Big Bang do not make ghosts. You know, give me a break, and nothing made nothing. It's impossible for all this. They come from nothing. The size and enormity of it all. So here's the chapels where they have the funerals. So you can't see in there. So what I'm just saying is that I know the spirit realm, you know. People call themselves sensitives. All it is, if you're in a haunted location enough or for whatever reason, like I never used to believe in ghosts and all that. But if it happens to you, you change your mind. So if you can see, they put the casket on that thing, and then it even lifts up behind, or no, it gets lowered. It's hard to see, and they go under the ground, out the back, and get incinerated. So it's the one shock job. You don't have to even, what's the word? You know, have to carry it out. It's like down on the ramp and out the back. Not I said, that's what I was saying, this building here. So it goes underground. So we'll go back to there. We'll just have a look at this, another old section, I believe. Like these were the first sections of the cemetery. Because as I said, if you know, the older graves, the bigger, like everything in the old days is far better. You know, they made nice gravestones for you. These days it's like the bare minimum for the most cost. Like everyone who gets died, if you got some money, get one of these. You know? Yeah, so yeah, but as you say, but these people, they get over, just because you feel spirits doesn't mean anything, you know. You just, people think they're psychics and all sorts of things, you know, and they get all carried away with it. And then nothing, like Jesus is life, the only true life, you know, the rest is death. And what's the word? So here we go, here's someone important. So, looks like he's a Freemason with that robe thing, maybe. Look at that, it's beautiful.